Hey, what's going on, everybody? And thanks for checking out the 10-Minute Mentor live stream with Rich Perry. Just got a brand new camera, so I'm excited to try it out. So we're going to do this live stream right here, the 10-Minute Mentor podcast and live stream with Rich Perry. The topic today is self-management skills for improved goal setting. A lot of the content that I'm going to be discussing right here, right now, is taken from an article that I wrote for Lifehack, which was self-management skills for peak performance. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, I shared it on my social media profiles. But if you go to lifehack.org and you look up the article, self-management skills for peak performance, you can find it there, or just search me as the author. And right there on Lifehack, I have a couple articles written for them, and you can find it right there. So we're going to do this self-management skills for improved goal setting with the brand new camera that I'm excited about. So if you see the little sparkle in my eyes, the little reflection there, that's what's going on with the light. For the folks that are listening to the podcast later on, if you're just listening to it, then you're obviously not going to see the ring in my glasses and the reflection. But for those that are listening in, make sure you check out the video on YouTube. Right now, we're streaming to Facebook, to YouTube, and also to Twitter. So let's get started with self-management skills for improved goal setting. Before we do, I have a quick question for you guys, for the viewers right now, for those that are checking out the live stream on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. Let me know your top tip. You be the expert right now. Give me your top tip for goal setting and achieving. Drop that down there in the comments area, and I'm going to shout some of you guys out later on. Oh, we already got some comments. Hold on, let's go down here. Micah, what's up, brother? So I met Micah. Big shout out to Micah Thomas. Micah, I met you with one of the great folks from the PodFest Global event that happened a few weeks ago. So big shout out to Micah. Big shout out to all the people that I met at PodFest. If you're not familiar with PodFest, let me know in the comments area, because I'm going to let you know what you missed with PodFest, but how you can catch the recap on a bunch of different episodes, a bunch of different presentations, and also to stay up on the fact that PodFest is coming back around in just a few months, and I definitely want to make sure that you attend. So once again, thanks a lot for the people that are tuning in on Facebook, on YouTube, and Twitter. We're going to get started right now with self-management skills for improved goal setting. Hold on, let's get this out of here. All right. So tip number one that I have for you guys is to develop the ability and willingness to hold yourself accountable. If you say you're going to do something, if you have a goal, you want to achieve something, you need to be able to hold yourself accountable. The ability, we all have the ability to hold ourselves accountable. But do you have the willingness to hold yourself accountable? So you want to be able to take ownership, take responsibility for the things that you say you're going to do. If you say, this is what I'm going to do, this is the goal that I want, this is what I want to achieve, then you need to be able to hold yourself accountable, hold yourself responsible. And a way that you can do that is simply by writing it down on a piece of paper. You'll be surprised. You write that goal down on a piece of paper, you stick it in your pocket, or ladies, hold it in your purse, okay? You're going to get pretty tired of bumping into that piece of paper in your pocket on a daily basis. Write it as a note on your iPhone or on your smartphone, and have it go off maybe every couple hours. You're going to get pretty tired of that alert, and that is another way to hold yourself accountable. So the second thing that I want to encourage you to do is to set proper goals. One thing that you can do when setting those goals, rather than setting random, arbitrary, vague goals, is to use the SMART goal formula. Okay. SMART, SMART, simple, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. You want to make sure that you state that goal in simple and specific terms, simple and specific wording, okay? One sentence. It doesn't have to be a paragraph. It doesn't have to be a story. Simple and specific. Say it in one sentence. What is it that you want? M, measurable. Use numbers. I want to make 5 new sales this week. How many new sales? 5. That's measurable. You know the number 5, so you'll be able to gauge your process to track your results. The next thing you want to do is make sure it's achievable. Make sure that you yourself can achieve it. Your mom's not creating that goal. Your mom's not setting the action steps needed to achieve that goal. It's not your dad. It's not your wife. It's not your brother. It's not your husband. It's not your sister, your boyfriend, your neighbor. It's you. So make sure that you are the one that is able to achieve it. You want to make sure that that goal is realistic, okay? Taking everything that we're going to talk about, is this something that you yourself can realistically achieve in that predetermined amount of time? Is it something just so ridiculous that nobody could possibly do it? It's just unrealistic. Okay, make sure that you're setting a realistic goal that you yourself can, again, achieve. And the T is time-based. So you want to make sure that you're setting it within a time frame. When do you want to achieve that goal by? Later on today at 8 p.m.? Is this something that's going to be achieved by the end of the week? Is it a month? Is it, your quarterly goal? Okay. Or are you just throwing it way out there into the ether? I want to achieve it at some point in time. That's really not time-based. Okay. So simple, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. The third tip that I have for you with self-management skills for improved goal setting is to develop proper time management skills. Okay, so we just talked about setting a time-based goal. You want to be able to manage your time efficiently, manage it effectively. Things that you can do would be to schedule your priorities, have a calendar, have a schedule, have an online calendar, have your iPhone. For those of us that have iPhones, it has all kinds of cool scheduling apps that you're able to keep yourself on target. Keep yourself on pace. All right. Utilize that technology. Utilize those apps to keep yourself on track. Another thing you want to do is eliminate distractions. Listen, social media, there's all kinds of chirps and beeps and notifications and alerts that's going here and going there, and everything possible to distract you. Go into your settings. Turn off those notifications, eliminate all distractions, make sure that when you're working towards something, that you are giving it your full attention, you're properly focused, and you're moving towards achieving that goal. So let's recap real quick, because this is 10-Minute Mentor, and I know that you guys are busy, and we're going to give it to you in under 10 minutes. So number 1, develop the ability and willingness to hold yourself accountable. Number 2, set proper goals utilizing the SMART goal formula. So simple, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. And also the final tip is to develop time management skills. Utilize schedules, calendars, and apps that'll keep you on track. So if you've got a tip, if you've got something that you want to share, go ahead and write that down in the comments. I'm going to give you a shout out. If you're catching the replay, don't worry. I'm going to be monitoring this on all 3 social channels. Throw in your best tip for goal setting. You be the expert right now. What do you do to set proper goals and achieve them? You be the expert. I'm listening. I want to hear from you. On a final note, make sure if you found this valuable, let me know. And you can do that easily by giving a like, dropping a comment down below, and sharing this with a friend. And also remember to join our exclusive Facebook group, the 10-Minute Mentor podcast community, right there on Facebook. Make sure to answer the questions so I know you are a real person. And I'll talk to you soon. So once again, give a like, drop a comment, share this with a friend, and I'll talk to you soon. Join our Facebook group, 10-Minute Mentor Podcast Community. If you've got a question, let me know in the comments area or just shoot me a direct message. Thanks and be excellent. Bye-bye.